Hey guys, welcome to a little update video for you. Now, I know a lot of you guys have been saying, Job, why don't you show your Liverpool team after you turn the cameras off? And obviously I did say I was going to keep playing. Well, that is exactly what I've done. I am continue to play, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it sort of by every half year, if you get me. I'm going to continue updating as long as I keep playing. I'm going to do it. So I'll give you an update now we're in January, and also I'll give you another update once the season has finished. How often this will be, though, I have no idea. These are just going to be quick 4 or 5 minute videos, hopefully just to explain what is going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through just some of the changes that have obviously occurred since I last talked to you in terms of Football Manager. Looking at the league here, as you can see, naturally we are first, obviously, but it has been unbelievably tight. I mean, it doesn't really look at that. I mean, we haven't lost yet, which is quite surprising, really, because we've had 5 draws though, and some of them we probably should have lost if it weren't for a certain signing, which I'll show you in a moment. Actually, that's a lie. I'll get onto that in a moment. Wigan have only won 1, and they have literally only just won that. They went pretty much through half the season without winning a damn thing. Burnley are actually doing quite well. At one point, that they've fallen drastically there. At one point, about a month ago in December, they were, believe it or not, top. Like, I'm not even kidding. Yeah, watch, I'll show you past positions. Look at Burnley. Let's have a look at us, for example. As you can see, you know, look at that. We've only recently just got to first place. As you can see, we've been pretty much getting back up there. But if we look at Burnley, look where they were. They were actually well, it doesn't say they were first at one point. They were first for like a game before, obviously with games in hand, if you get me. But look where they were second. Look how long they were second for, from game 5 to game 10. For 5 games, so they were in second place. And we look at, you know, like teams like Chelsea, for example, who were top pretty much all the way through, and they've just fallen away again. But you know, you get the idea. So we're doing okay. Other teams in there, obviously, we've got Nottingham Forest, who are. They actually got up to 12th at one point, but that was obviously after the second game, and they are obviously going to be scrapping away. Man City doing very poorly at the moment, and I personally believe that is because of a certain person. As we know, Alex Ferguson and Harry Redknapp both retired. I think that is obviously a good indication of when you should stop. But obviously Alex Ferguson going, meaning Steve Bruce can be the Manchester United manager, and he isn't doing too badly at all, in fairness. He's still keeping up with us. And but Harry Redknapp, who was managing Man City, left, and as you can see, they're not doing very well at all. Even with all the players, their staff, Rafa Benitez, and he is getting a lot of stick at the moment. And yeah, they're eventually gonna hound him out. As you can see, we're playing Arsenal at the Emirates. This would be that'll be a great game. Beat Nottingham Forest previously. We're in the FA Cup. We have Chesterfield, which is quite funny. Because that was the name of the rival school that are around here. Hated Chesterfield. We're in the League Cup still, and we had a really easy ride, if I'm going to be honest. We've got Middlesbrough in the semi-finals, I don't know. But the main focal point, of course, has been teasing with this, the team. Let's have a look at them. So we still have, I'm sure you can see some names here. Still Brad Jones and Pepe Reina. Jamie Carragher now is not really worth sod all. I mean, he's 35. He's really very much so a bit part player. Martin Kelly now. The main focus at the back is the signing of Guillermo Berizzo, and this was an absolute coup for me. He's quality. 7 goals overall, saving some of them, well, 3 have come internationally, but non-competitive as well, I guess. But he scored 4 in the league so far. And Daniel Agger was injured for quite a bit as well, so that's why. But Agger is still going on. He is now my vice captain. As well, Daniel Agger, as you can see, he has 3 goals so far, which isn't bad for a defender. Where we are, we have Danny Blake. Now, this guy is a regen, as you can see by the face, and he has got a bit of potential. He's a defensive midfielder, and he looks alright. I'm going to be honest. Next signing was Aaron Lennon. Now, I bought him for 5 million. Let me just make sure. Actually, it was 5.25 million. He was on the transfer list, and he was getting hounds out of Tottenham. I was like, yeah, I want Aaron Lennon, and he's actually done quite well. As you can see, he's got 2 assists and 3 goals in 20 appearances, or 17. I don't know if the substitutions count. Next one here you might see is Aidan McGeady. Now this was a bit of a weird one. I don't know. I just at the time I felt this was a good signing, but he hasn't actually done that. I mean, he's done okay. I mean, he's got 3 assists and in the league, and obviously 1 in the Champions League, which we blitzed, by the way. I think blitzed and then fizzled, but I'll explain that in a moment. This is going to be longer than 5 minutes, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, 4 assists, not bad, but he isn't the greatest. I bought him for £11 million, which is probably a little bit much, but what can you do? Pablo Dijan has his first goal. He scored in the Champions League, which is pretty cool. So he's off and away. Sawyer, who I put back in the reserves as he kind of dwindled away. But the big signing, as you can see here, if you look to the side, is actually his price has gone down. Sergio Aguero, his value's actually gone down. I actually bought him for £52 million, and as you can see, 18 appearances, 5 goals and 4 assists, which is pretty decent. Now you're wondering, where the fucking hell did you get this? Well, basically, if you looked at in the last episode, I think it was in the summary, episode 59 it was, we had an awful amount of cash being injected, obviously, that the owner put a load in, he took out a loan, he's putting stuff at the stadium, and obviously that's on top of TV revenue, winning the league, Champions League, etc, etc. So what that meant was I had a budget then of £150 million, and I think that really is a really good point to stop. I mean, look at the wages he's on, it's insane, and he hasn't even been that good. He scored 1 hat-trick, and that's about it. Kumo Babacar's been like the best one, personally. Torres was a bit weird. As you can see, Babacar, if we go to his history, you know, he's already got 8 goals last year, he had 9, obviously 5 assists, he's already had 3 assists. He's done very, very well, Kumo Babacar. He's really coming of age this year. Jack Wilshere's doing pretty decent as well. Hazard's really done quite well. But they're the main areas. If we just go over the fixtures very quickly, if we go to the Champions League now, as you can see there, now we did lose the one, and that was to Sporting. We got Steaua Bucharest, Sporting Lisbon, and CSK Moscow. Had it's a terrible group, that one, to be honest, because they're not very good. Steaua Bucharest qualified. We battered them all, really. Beat CSK Moscow. I think that was when Dijan scored. Beat Sporting Lisbon very easily. Beat Steaua both times very easily. Draw against CSK Moscow was enough, and then I put a load of kids out and got beat 5-1, and got a sending off, and to be honest, I fucked the tactics up completely there, and yeah, I'd rather forget about that one. We did play Arsenal in the League Cup quarter-final, if we just go, and we actually won in extra time. Aaron Lennon and Danny Wilson, of course, typical Aaron Lennon scoring against Arsenal, as he did against Tottenham, who I think we battered, actually. Where are we? Oops, daisy. Touch. I hate using this bloody touchpad. This is completely spontaneous, by the way. Not much, really. You know, I'm waffling away as yet. 4-0, as you can see there. If we look at this one really quickly, Hazard, Gerrard, and Lennon. Obviously, Aaron Lennon scored. But yeah, that is essentially the situation we are in at the moment. As you can see, it's transfer story. I don't even know what that was, to be honest. I can't even remember. I think I've put a bid in for. Still got £70 million left. There's the transfer. Obviously, Alton tops there. But yeah, that's pretty much where we are at the moment. I hope this one hasn't gone on for too long. I'll tell you what, can I have a look at the stats as well very quickly, see if anyone else has bought. Sawyer, by the way, has gone in the reserves. I know he's a bit obviously gone away, but I've decided to put him in reserves. He looked a bit out of depth during the early part of the season. As you can see, Babacar with 8 goals doing pretty well. Pizzini here for Chelsea. Monster, absolute monster. And 19 goals already. Wayne Rooney obviously up there. Ike Bolnahor always seemingly getting up there. Stephen Fletcher, who's suddenly a beast for Villa. Carlos Tevez is still there. This Miku guy scored against us, I think. He's quite good. We've got, as I say, Aguero there with 5 goals, which isn't bad. Obviously, it takes time for them to adapt. That's why he's struggling. Torres, he struggled as well. Weirdly, he got a hat-trick. Next game, Sergio Aguero got a hat-trick. They were, I think, in the Champions League. Then Hazard and Berdizo, which is quite funny. Charlie Adams up there, he's really taking his chance. And Steven Gerrard. Now, I'll just go over these sales as well, very quickly then. I did actually get rid of a load of players. Let's see here. Paulo Enrique, yes. He has apparently been dominating the Spanish league, so I've been putting interest in him. Let's see. Filters. I don't know where. Damn, I've forgotten where the things are. Never mind. Anyway, as you can see, there were a few players I've had to get rid of. Most notably, Raul Morales. He was let go mainly because there was a bid, and I thought, I've got a congested midfield. I thought I'll let him go. He's getting a bit older, so we'll let him go. And yeah, we're all set and ready and to play Arsenal. So that's just a little that's a quick update. I suppose probably about 10 minutes, but yeah, it's a little update video for you. And I hope you are now fully up to date. You are now fully up to date on this Liverpool team. So I'm going to go ahead and play the rest half of the season. I'll get back to you probably in a few weeks, depending on how often I play. So thanks for watching, guys, and the England series. Just a very quick note on the England series, by the way. It is going to be completely spontaneous. I have no idea when it's going to be out. It honestly is just down to when I produce. Feel like editing. To be honest, I mean, playing it is easy. You know, I just sit one night, play it all. But yeah, that's the main part. When we go to a major championship such as Euro 2012 or the World Cup, I will be doing live commentaries for all games. That just to let you know, in case I haven't said that already. Anyway, that's that, guys. I've got nothing else to say, so thanks a lot, and I'll see you.